Good night. Good night, everybody. It's a different settings tonight. It's not our regular sit down and talk Tuesday night. Cause I'm still busy. And boy, do I have a story to tell you guys. Hi, Jen. Jen, are you still working on the mats? Good. Don't stop working on it. Hey, sis, hey, boy, sis, I had a good day that turned out into a not so good day, but we have to show up and do what we gotta do. So may I come chat with you tonight same way, although may have Jade here I do. What's going on, Tana? How was your day? Did you get snow today? Because I'm still getting snow right now. Yeah, it's nothing really bad. It's just that I woke up this morning, I have a lot of things to do, but I felt good, I felt energized and got a good night rest. So I'm like, yeah, I can do everything. Then now, about 6 o'clock or 6:30, my belly just start feel bad and thing. I mean, I say everything just a mess with my life because me did fi finish JD here already, but never get to finish it. So may I try do the live and do it. Yeah, me kind of ready for snow finish now. Me kind of ready because it a mess with my schedule. Because when it snow this bad, then may have to reschedule and all of that. So still getting something done. Who is there? Remember to like the live as soon as you jump on, guys. We still have got all our vibes today. Yeah, it kind of did feel like when I catch a juice moment, but yeah, they'll have to make some ginger tea for me and um feel a little better, Still not 100. So in case you see me have to run off a live, you know what I'm hold this shade. If you see me run go so, you know what I'm. Hey Manayad, good night. How is it in Barbados or there, Bahamas? Me can't remember, Yes, Tana. Anyway, you see me go so, you know what go on. Yeah, not feeling too well, but you see, it's days like this you have to show up for yourself, you know. The times when you really don't feel like showing up, that's when you really have to show up. That shows how committed you are. Not even in a mood for really do Jade here. Me not even a go gear no bad style. Jade,
Yeah.
my friend is saying good night.
Night.
She a play game that Jade depend right now. Playing game. Me at ask Jade if me couldn't just catch up her ear now one.
Mm-mm.
Cause me no in the mood. Star.
Oh.
Yes, Jenny, she a play roadblocks. Jenny, remember say you supposed to work maths, you know. Manayad question is how are you doing? How are you doing tonight? The game mode. Mm-hmm. We have only things to talk about, you know. I'm just waiting on some more persons to hop on because me can't bother to repeat myself. Waiting on some more persons to hop on. So what are you up to, Manayad? Ice cream. Yeah, eat ice cream. May I eat snow? You want to sleep, Jay? Oh, somebody say your hair is nice.
Thank you.
Bella, long time I not see you. No, what going? You alright? What going with you, Bella? Man, I had saying hello, Bella. That wasn't a nice day to be. I said to be. Hold on. Wasn't a nice day to be put. But that's it. Jay don't want me to do this is that. Oh, yes, sir. Bella, I'm here. Everything good? Why, Bella? I'm just here trying, girl. I'm here trying. I didn't even feel like coming on, but you just have to make a commitment and stick to it. Just have to make a commitment and show up when you don't feel like showing up. If it's even for a little, you have to show up. That's all we can do. Yeah, good days, bad days. Just have to show up. You know, we say we're taking on this YouTube journey. Good days and bad days. We have to show up. Yeah, man, consistency is key. And to be honest, not making excuse, but sometimes a lot of things get in the way of you remaining consistent. Sometimes it's really out of your control. For example, videos. I haven't dropped a video in a week now, but we're so busy. And I'm tired of YouTubers coming on and say, oh, I'm sorry guys, I've been away, I've been busy. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. Me tired. So even when I'm missing and I come back, I don't even bother say, oh, busy. Me stop do that. But in truth and in fact, it's just busy, caught up with other stuff. That's why no video not drop, but soon get back on the game, because guys, that's the only way to build your watch hours. You have to be consistent. You have to drop clean, good videos. That's the only way. You know, you have to be consistent and show the algorithm that you're here to stay. So it have to just work with you.
Wait, what side?
Lean this side. Slide down. You're sitting on your leg and I don't want that. Good. Please, just let me know when you're here. You don't have to talk to me tonight. Me one can do the talking tonight because I do Jade here. So, you don't have to help me out tonight. Hey Jovi. How are you? What is it like in your neighborhood? Is it sunny, rainy, hot, cold? Dale is here. Dale is in the room. He was doing some studying. What's the topic tonight? 10 things that you should avoid doing in a relationship. We're talking about serious relationship now. We're not talking about play relationship. 10 things to avoid doing. Tana, you're in a relationship? Tana, you're not answering me. I said, are you in a relationship? Bella, are you in a relationship? Whether you're not, if you're not now and planning to be, these are good takeaways for you guys. And these are not coming out of a book. These are coming from me. Alright, Tana, maybe it's a boat. Maybe it's a boat. But whatever it is, whether you're in it or somebody that you know in it, because sometimes, you know, our friends come to us for advice, and sometimes we not even know what to tell them say. So, you know, even if you're not listening for yourself tonight, you can listen for a friend, you know, who may come to you for advice in the future. So we're going to talk about some things that you should avoid doing. Man, I had saying free, Natana. Man, I had saying free, so I don't know. Don't know what you say. Look more like a canoe. Oh my God. You guys are so funny. I know Monia don't want to miss this topic, you know. I'm gonna have to, because sometimes YouTube not send out the notification. Yes, Jovi, learn tonight. Mm-hmm. Gonna talk about some things that you should avoid doing in a relationship or both, whether you're in one, planning to be in one, know somebody that's in one, been in one in the past and it never worked out. This is for you tonight. Jade, Mami Nadu, 100% good job, you know. You sure you know what I mean?
I'm sure.
I left your front and go on my back and do what I normally do. 10 things to avoid doing in a relationship or canoe. Yeah, man, running, so make some people run in. Okay, and come. The register mark already there, you know, so I'm not absent tonight. Okay, the register mark. And I want to say you're very absent. They say after 15 minutes, after 15 minutes, when we did go college, after 15 minutes, if you're 15 minutes late, you can sit in the class, but you're absent. And I are there for no. So, okay, we're gonna talk about some things to avoid in your relationship or both. And we're talking about serious relationship or relation both. So when you come out of the boat phase, Lord God. Let's see, I make sure I come alright. Yeah man, Bella is here. Okay, Moni, I don't want to miss this and I don't see her yet. You have any link for her? Ready to start talking now? Ready to start talk? Juliet, how is you doing? How is you doing, Juliet? How is you doing? How's the vacation going? Yeah, cause maybe YouTube don't send out the notification. I mean, I really want to start leave her, you know. How is the vacation going, Juliet? I'm doing great, enjoying your vacation. Hi, Maki. Thanks for coming on. Maki, share out the live. Maki, we're going to talk about relationship tonight. We're going to talk about something that you should avoid doing. You know, especially when you realize that, all right, the relationship looks serious. Some things that you should avoid doing so that you guys can get along good with each other. Yeah. Where one come, they come gonna work. Yes, Maki, bless up. Alright, Jade, you have to sit up and hold down your head. My grown at the back. Yeah, man, Maki in the building. Yes, ma'am. Some things that we should avoid doing. And these, honestly, some of these things that I'm going to talk about, some of them, it's a work in progress. I may be found guilty of some of them, but we still have to talk about it, right? Alright, me now wait for Monia have to go catch up. Monia will have to catch up because we're gonna go ahead and get this show on the road. We've been here for 20 minutes now. Jade, you're doing good. Come me up on live, you know. You can't make them hear your ball, you know.
Mom, don't. That's not true.
Jovi, you ready? Alright. Okay. Alright. Monia, I've been waiting on you for 20 minutes. I was just about to start. So we're just going to go over some things that you should avoid doing if you want a healthy relationship with your partner, right? No. The first thing is don't run to your friends after every disagreement with your partner. You hear that one? Don't run to your friends after every little disagreement with your partner. You run gone tell your friend, right? Especially if you're married and you and your partner have disagreement, and you run gone to your friend that's not even married. Some of the time they're not married, and to be honest, guys, you have to be in a marriage to understand the hard parts of marriage, right? And there's no black and white. There's no yes or no where marriage is concerned. It's way deeper than that. So you and your partner have a disagreement, don't run to your friend every single time, because sometimes they don't understand. They don't understand. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to influence you to leave your husband, or they're going to give you bad advice. Because if you have never been in the position, how are you going to advise somebody? You're not a specialist in the area, you're not a professional in the area. How are you going to advise me if you really don't know what I'm dealing with, right? So don't run to your friends after every disagreement. Another thing that this does is that after a while, if you keep going to your friends after every disagreement, after a while, your friends start forming his or her own opinion of your partner and of your relationship, right? Can you imagine you just go to your friend and tell them one bag of things about your partner, And then later on, you and your partner that on the road, a walk, nice, hands in hand. What your friend about the one side I say, watch idiot. No, just last night, she come and tell me about him. And watch her now, them a go on like say everything good. And honestly, guys, relationship is such a tough thing. And not everybody want to see your relationship work. So be careful who you run go to. And it cannot be that every time you have a disagreement. Sometimes it's not even that major, you know. Sometimes you just take, you just need to talk to your partner. Your partner, if you talk to, you know, right? When you have disagreements, you know, just cool off a little bit. And your partner you have to talk to, not your friend. Because the only other person who know what you're going through is your partner. So that's who you must talk to, right? And that's who you have the issue with, not your friend. You can't run go to friend after every disagreement. All right, let me hear what you say about that now. Hold on here, Jed. You're not going to bear with me tonight, you know. So Juliet is saying that she totally agrees with me on that one. Tana says, friend always telling you what to do, and when it comes to them, you can't tell them nothing about their life. And that is true. And sometimes, you know, what you run to them with, they're going through something similar, and then they tell us if you leave, or they're telling you the most of what to do, and they're not doing it. The advice that they're giving you, they're not standing by it. They might do what they want to do. So you just have to be careful. And as I said, it's not everything you need to take outside of the bedroom. Sometimes you just have to talk it over with your partner and leave it at that. So that's number one. Now run to your friends with every little disagreement, especially when them single and them not understand. Sometimes it's not so much of a bad advice. We are to be blamed too, because some things they just don't know and they judge based on. I am glad you said that, Tana, because guess what? Sometimes when you're telling your friend things, you forget to tell them one little detail, or you'll omit things because you want them to side with you, which as Tana said, you're to be blamed too, because you're giving them a part of the story. You're not telling them everything. You're just giving them a part, and they're going to form opinion just based on what you tell them, and that don't help you. Every friend have another friend. Very good point, Kay. I wish there was a way I could leave the comments on the screen. Every time we move, it come down. Every friend have another friend who have another friend who have another friend. And when you run out there with your very own business every chance you get, what's gonna happen? It becomes gossip. You confide in somebody for help, but it becomes gossip. So I understand that sometimes, you know, you need to talk to somebody because, you know, you don't want to tie no rope around your neck or whatever. So I do understand that, but you just have to be careful who you go to for advice. So that's one. We talk about friends. Number two, avoid going to your family members. Avoid going to your family members with disagreements, because you see, when whatever issue you have, you see, after you resolve it and move on, your family don't move on. When you forgive your partner, your family don't forgive, they don't forget, and they hug up your partner, and then every time there's a family gathering or something, there's just this tension. And it's you create the tension. When you forgive and move on, family members don't forgive and move on. So avoid going to your family. The least you can make your family members know about what's going on, as long as it's not, life threatening or something like that. You better go pay for professional advice. Don't go to your family members. Nobody come between couple like family members. And when you and your husband gone back from pillow, family member the one side, then cuss you, then class you, right? And it's just hard to get them back once they form their opinions. So that's the next thing. Avoid running to family members when you have issues in the relationship. Yes, you do have some persons that will give good advice. Boy, Jody, look like you can't talk about my life story. Yeah, Tana, you live and you learn. And unfortunately, well, or not unfortunately, fortunately, this is something that I learned very early in life. You don't go to family members and you keep family members out of your relationship. You understand? When it about done, when you're sure say it done and there's no fixing, then you can probably go reason with one or two of them. But outside of that, keep family members out of your relationship. What I hear what Tana have to say, but what do you guys have to say about that? Do you agree? It's okay to disagree, It's okay to disagree. Always form 400 circle with your partner and don't let anyone in that circle. But, man, no, can I pin that comment? I love that comment. Did you guys hear that? Always form a 400 circle. You and your partner, and don't let anybody else in. And I couldn't have said that any better. Advice are going to be inside, as they will judge based on what you tell them. Yes, they're going to judge based on what you tell them. And even after you fix the situation, they'll still hold what they hold. So you don't want to do that. Yeah, one side information. Yeah, so true. Monia, are you still here? What do you have to say about that? Letting family members in your relationship. I want to hear what Monia and Juliet have to say about it. I just hear Tana and Kay. Anybody else have anything to say? If you haven't experienced it yet, that's something that you want to avoid. Don't bring family members inside. Keep them on the outside. You understand? So that's number 2. Yeah, where's Monia? Monia probably gonna shower or something. After me wait for her so long, because she said she want to hear. It depends on the relationship, it's true. Keep problem out of whole that day. Yeah. Right, as I said, when you forgive your partner and move on, your family members won't. They hold it forever. So, don't make your friends be an enemy of your relationship by running to them every minute. And don't make your family members be an enemy of your relationship by running to them. Right, yes, Juliet. They destroy your relationship. So that's 2. So that's where those 2 are based on you letting other persons in to wreck your relationship. But these other points now are going to be you not wrecking your relationship from the inside. Many times people just want to hear that you have problems, right? Not everybody is rooting for your relationship. I have to learn that. Me know that firsthand. Not everybody is rooting for you. Not everybody want to see it work. You actually have some persons who sit down and wait for it not to work. You understand? And can you imagine if you go to one of those persons and tell them what's happening? They might encourage you For bones. Yes, people love drama. People strive after drama. Right? So, the next one. It's okay to talk about what's happening. Next thing you hear, she was going through all of that and hey Moisha, thanks for coming on. I'm trying to see. I kept quiet now, look what happened. Yeah, as I was saying, I understand if it's really bad and you have to talk to somebody, and preferably if you can talk to a professional. But if you have to talk to a one person, try. But Moisha, we're talking about things that you should avoid doing in a relationship if you want a healthy relationship. Things that you should not do. Right? So the first thing that we said you shouldn't do is run to go complain to your friend every time you and your partner have a disagreement. And the second thing, you run to your family, right? Because family break up relationships. So you want to keep the family out of it as much as possible. Because when you forgive your partner, your family won't. So you want to let them be the last set of persons to know what's going on. All right. The next one, leave past events in the past, especially painful ones or negative events. Now, a lot of times you're in a relationship for quite some years, and during that years, you're going to have good times, you're going to have bad times, right? And when you have bad times, you guys work through it, and you decide that you're going to stay together. In staying together, you don't want to keep bringing up what happened in the bad times, right? You want to leave the bad times in the past, especially if your partner did something hurtful. You talk about it, leave it like that. Don't bring it to you with you every year in the relationship. You have to let past bad events go, because if you keep bringing it up in the relationship, then you're destroying the relationship from the inside. So, you ever hear them say what? Let bygones be bygones. What's gone, leave it alone. Don't bring it up. Imagine you're doing so well with your partner, and then every now and then you're going to keep bringing up what happened in the past. You don't want to do that. You're destructing the relationship from the inside. What do you guys think about that? To do that, they have to learn to forgive, or else everything is going to be a trigger. Yes, you have to learn to forgive and let it stay in the past. You understand? Through good or bad time. Yeah. You want to let the bad times stay in the past. You don't want to relive it every year in the relationship. You bring up back the same things. You know that can annoy your partner, and then after a while it may your partner may lose interest. Like your partner may not want to keep going over the past. All right, let me hear from the chat. Yes, guys. So you want to let the past stay in the past. Monia, what do you have to say about that? You have to speak about the matter and solve the problem so you both can let it go. Yes, you both can let it go and move on from it. Right? If you don't let it go and you don't move on from it and you keep bringing it up, then you know that might cause a relationship to come to an end. Give me a second, guys. Did me move, you move?
Mhm.
Where was I? All right. If you don't discuss it, then the problem will always repeat. But then it will never go away. Of course, you're gonna just sit down. Yeah, of course you're gonna discuss it. You're gonna deal with it in the past, you know. You deal with it in the past, but some persons have a tendency, even though you deal with it in the past, you know, you keep bringing it up back. It happened 10 years ago, and you're still talking about it because you don't get over it. You should talk about it, but for some reason, you don't get over it. You keep bringing it up back. You don't want to do that. You want to leave the past in the past. Okay, actually, me I do here, you know. Monia, how you do this? This rough. Jody, passive and like grieving. Wait. Yeah. Passive and like grieving can destroy a relationship, as one may grieve longer and feel like the other one should know stop as they both experience that trauma, especially the loss of a child. That is so true. You know, many relationship I see, like they lose a child and it's like it take the relationship down. It's like they can't get past it. Like one person may try to suck it up and move on, but the other one for some reason just cannot move on. Um, and you know the other one will move on, just feel like yo, the other partner is just doing too much, and that's another point that we're going to get to, as it pertains to feelings and emotion. Because if one person don't get over it, you know, them know what they might feel, and this can cause you to grow apart. You know, if you're not on the same page, it causes you to grow apart. You understand? So you know, sometimes there's a place and time for everything, and we just have to learn to let things go sometimes, because we still are alive and we still have life to live. Or your internet giving problems, Juliet, so you just have to, you know, deal with it and take your time to heal from it. But when you let it go, nobody bring it up back. When you let it go, like really let it go. Jade, me should have not work your hand. It's right to stop, bring up. Guys, this is giving me a fight right now. It's right to stop, bring up the past. It will help push the partner away and the relationship will not move forward. Yeah. There's no growth in a relationship if you keep going back in the past. You know, move forward. Move forward as best as you can. You're still with the partner because you still want to work out things. So you just have to forgive and move past it. All right, so that's what? That's number 3. Leave past events in the past, especially we're talking about the unpleasant stuff now. We're not talking about the good memories. Because of course you and your partner can sit down and laugh about good times. You know? We're talking about the unpleasant ones now. You want to leave it. You want to leave it there. The next thing I'm going to talk about, do not disregard your partner's feelings and emotions. Do not disregard your partner's feelings and emotions. No. As Kay was talking about, you know, if you experience the loss of a child, one partner may heal from it faster than the other. And the partner that heals faster is going to expect the other partner to like get over it, heal now. You cannot disregard what your partner is feeling. You know, if you're in a relationship, you two become one. So yes, we're talking about the death of a child. You were going through the same thing and you find some way to get over it. It doesn't mean that your partner is going to get over it as fast as you, and it doesn't mean that you should shout at your partner and say, yo, let go that no man. You know, you don't disregard your partner's feelings about whatever situation it is. That's one thing. The next thing, one partner may feel like something is not important, but it is important to the other person. And this is where some sort of compromise comes in. Now, if me like the thing and you don't care much for it, don't disregard it and tell me that that's not important. It is important to me. And if it's important to me, then it should become important to you, right? You don't disregard your partner's feelings and emotion, because then you're going to make your partner feel, unwanted, or feel like their feelings and emotion no matter to you, which they should. All right, those things will push your partner away. And I'll tell you, okay. um Before I go to a personal example, let me see if I can go in the comment section. Look like Jade now go sleep tonight. Jade?
Yeah.
You're not sleep tonight.
Mm.
It's snow day, so school will delay tomorrow, so she can sleep in a bit. Um uh, 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 uh. Internet gonna, yeah, sound familiar. Oh, all right, so there's no new comments. So what I was saying about, don't, if it's important to your partner, it should become important to you. And guys, this is something that I personally go through. Like, I tell Dale, if something is important to me, then it should become important to him. And if something is important to him, then it should be important to me, even if I don't have so much interest in it. For example, Dale is not somebody that is crazy about like birthdays and like Mother's Day, but me like them something there. You understand? So I have to let him know that if it's important to me, then he should at least take part in it for me, even if him no see the relevance. You understand? You're making good points, Jody. Yeah. If it's important to your partner, you want your partner to feel secured and important in a relationship, don't it? Right? Because if you don't feel important in the relationship, then you're gonna look outside of the relationship. And if these things are important to you, first you need to let your partner know, say, okay, I realize that you don't see these as important, but they're important to me, right? And if you relay that with your partner, then your partner should at least make some effort to make sure he show up in those events, right? So that's another one. Don't disregard your partner's feelings and emotion toward anything. Um, People have a tendency, if them don't see it as important, they say, oh, it's irrelevant, or it don't matter, or a trivial thing. That no. If it's important to your partner, it's a big thing, right? You don't want your partner to feel like, they don't matter, or the things that they care about don't really matter. What Una say about that now? Una not even talk to me. I'm busy. Una fear talk to me tonight. So that's number what? 4? Yeah. People them dead in the chat. We can't just run out the points them, so guys. You guys have to, it's a discussion, so you have to take part in the discussion. Can't just run out the points them, so. Yeah, Tana says you agree. And guys, These are practical things. This is not something that, you know, we go sit down and research. These are things that I've either experienced or seen it, experienced maybe through a friend or a family member, you know, so good solid points. Where people them saying at the chat now, if my partner is interested in something, I will support him even when I have no interest in it. Yeah. Manayard says he hate being ignored. Yeah. Like if me like something and me tell you say me like it and you not put no effort. Like Mother's Day come and you not even carry the pitney go somewhere go make she buy 2 little rose or enhance whatever she make. Or even something from you. Like me don't feel like me not important. I hate with some people don't compromise nothing. It's either their way or the highway. Let me tell you something. You see that concept, Tana, um, that concept in a relationship, that relationship cannot grow. If only one person, whatever that person want to do, that's what everybody want to do. That's what everybody have to do. That relationship cannot grow. And in a relationship, you want to grow with each other, right? And in order for both of you to grow with each other, both of all your needs must be met, right? And emotional need is one thing, especially us as Jamaicans. Emotional need is one thing that we tend to neglect. You understand? So we have to ensure that we're filling our partner's cup physically, mentally, emotionally, up every alley. We have to fill our partner's cup. You know? How you fill your partner cup? You fill your partner cup. You listen to your partner even when they're not talking to you. You understand? You listen to your partner when they're not talking to you, and that's something that's very powerful. What I mean by that, you might hear, and this is something physical now, you might hear your partner the one side that say, oh, they want 2 shirts. And for some reason, the partner can't get around to buying the shirt. Guess what? You go buy the shirt and surprise your partner with it. You understand? So that's what I mean by listening to your partner when your partner is not speaking to you. You and your partner watching a movie and you hear your partner say, oh, the foot hurts. You take the foot and start to rub it even when the partner is not talking to you. You know? When the partner is not telling you directly. You hear him say something. Hi Jordan, thanks for coming on. Once you hear your partner say something, then you try and do something about it. You know, you listen to your partner. But some partners can be very annoying though, Jody. um, Explain that for me, Manayad. Annoying how? Annoying how? I want to know about the annoying partners. What would a partner do for you to consider them annoying? What's annoying? Every minute them want something. And if you guys, if you find your partner annoying, then maybe you need to reconsider. Maybe that person is just not for you, and that's just the reality. If you find your partner annoying, how are you going to spend the rest of your life with that person? That person is just for right now. Or some people full of issues and nothing you do is pleasing. Well, maybe it's not you that partner want to do it. Maybe it's somebody else. Or maybe that partner is just not comfortable with themselves. And when you're not comfortable with yourself, then you can't comfortable with nobody, not even if God himself come down. You have to first be comfortable with yourself. You have to first be happy with yourself before you can be involved in somebody else's happiness, you know. And being happy with yourself, you have to just accept yourself, love yourself. Did Manayad answer me about the annoying partner comment? Hold on. Okay. When they go out their way to do something for you, show appreciation no matter how small. Listen, I am big on appreciation. I don't care how small or how small something may be, and I don't think nothing that somebody do for me is small. Nothing that somebody do for me is small. Like I am big on appreciation. Like guys, as I was saying on K Live last night, me not like to buy gas. For some reason, me hate the gas station. Right? And you know how good it feels sometimes when we go in the car. I remember this morning I was heading out late and I remember that I have to go to the gas station. And just as though I was about to pull up in the gas station, when me look me eat, me need go there on full. And you know how good that make me feel? And somebody may say, you know, that's a small, no, that's a big deal. That's a big something for me. You know? Jovi, you know my husband? Let me see if we can go back up in the comments. Yes, so you have to show appreciation. When you see your partner listen to you and all, go get you something. Yeah, you have to show appreciation. Guess what? Appreciation encourages that type of behavior. Like, you know, like when you're watching something on Netflix, and if you give it a thumbs up, then they continuously send movies or series or documentaries like that. They keep sending that to you to watch. Yeah. So when you show your partner that you appreciate something, they'll continuously do it. You know? Yeah, man. You have to show your partner appreciation. That's very important. Let's go back to another one. Uh, you buy 2 shirts to surprise them, and if it's still not what they wanted, instead of being appreciative. Yeah, yeah, you have some people like that, Monia, and honestly, when you come across persons like that, the issue is not you, it's them. It's about them. There's something that they're not happy with about themselves. So what they do, they try to make others feel, you know, they try to make others feel like they're not enough. But the insecurity is really within them, not you. And them are the problem. Guys, remember to like the live. Alright, Jade, are we getting somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay, let me take another comment. Because sometimes you try to explain the truth and it goes nowhere. They keep bugging you. Oh, so you're explaining how some partners are annoying. You try to tell them the truth, but they still bug you about it. Well, in that case, that simply means that your partner don't believe that that's the truth. Your partners may have reason to believe that, you know, something is missing or something is not adding up. Some partners are inconsiderate. Yes, guys. And I listen to a lot of podcasts, and There's a lot of things that I do, because it is so good when you and your partner can live in harmony rather than to live and get up and argue and fight every day. Like, there's so many things you have to understand, that you are two individuals, two different personalities, two different everything that come to be one, and that's not easy. That's not easy at all. You have to share a space, you have to share a bed, you have to share every blasted thing. It's not easy, but it can be awesome. It can be awesome if you know how to navigate a relationship. And the first thing that you need to do is to know, like, really know your partner. A lot of persons are together and you don't know your partner. Every day, and guess what? We're not stagnant. We're always evolving, we're always changing, we're always updating. So every time your partner update, you have to learn, all right. And guys, I experience this a lot because my partner update every day. This day he like this, and a couple weeks come down the line, he doesn't like it anymore. Maybe he saw something that is not healthy or something, but for whatever reason, it changes. And when your partner updating and changing and evolving, you have to stay up to date, and this is how you stay current with your partner. And in staying current with your partner, it reduces conflict. You know your partner, you know what your partner like, you don't know what your partner don't like. So you get along better with each other that way. Manayad is asking, where's Ricky? We need his opinion over here. Guys, as you come on, please give the like a thumbs up. Thank you for joining tonight. We're talking about things that you must avoid doing in a relationship. And we were talking about, what were we talking about, guys? We were talking about not omitting or disregarding your partner's feelings and emotions, and that took the discussion to all different parts of the world. And Manayad was saying that some partners can be annoying. So Manayad explained that the annoying that he's talking about is when your partner constantly bothers you or bug you. Even when you tell them what they want to hear, they still bug you for some reason. You have to be dynamic also. Okay, explain. Me miss which part you there. Were you there, Kay? All right, so not your Frankie. I don't know if my internet is delayed or something. So we can move on to our next point. We can move on to the next point. Dynamic changes your partner. Dynamic. Hey, cause. Oh my God, we have a special one in the house tonight. Everybody say good night to my most beautiful, special. No, Monia, you're beautiful and special too. My most beautiful and special Camille. Thank you so much for coming on, Camille. And Camille, we're talking about some things that you must avoid doing in your relationship. We spoke about don't run to your friends after every disagreement. You run, go and tell them. The next one we spoke about was avoid going to your family or involving your family in your relationship issues, because when you forgive your partner and move on, your family will carry to them grave. And we spoke about what was next? What was the third thing? I really don't remember. Guys, what was the third thing? Manayad, what was the third thing? Let me see if I can get it out here. What was the third thing, guys? But I know the fourth thing is don't disregard your partner's feelings and emotions. And that's where we are. All right, Mona is saying people have to communicate. Don't be disrespectful. Show appreciation. Compromise. Guys, hey, listen. This word compromise. This word compromise, and that was the next thing that I was going to talk about. So let me talk about what to avoid, and then we're going to talk about compromise. Avoid compromising too much. So while compromise is very important, you still need to be careful of what you compromise, because you don't want to compromise on something that you know personally that this particular thing makes up your personality. It's a part of who you are. So you don't want to compromise that, because guess what? If you compromise too much and give up a part of yourself in compromise, you're going to become miserable in that relationship. You can't compromise on things that makes you you. What your partner needs to do is accept the things that makes you you. So yes, compromise, a very big word, very important in relationships, but you have to be careful on how much do you compromise. And you can't have one person making all the compromise so that the other person can, that everything can gel well together. Both of you have to compromise and meet each other halfway. So avoid how much you compromise. You don't want to compromise big parts of you, the things that makes you you. Because if you're in a relationship, I'm thinking that you're in it forever, right? So you can't compromise something that you know that this is a big part of you, and eventually you're gonna want to go back to that. You're gonna want to go back to that. So you have to be careful what you compromise, and you have to ensure that it's not only one person that's compromising, right? You have in some relationship, and men tend to do this. Men tend to want the females to do most of the compromises. I may be wrong, but this is something that I observe. Men, they want you to compromise to fit in their world. They don't want to meet you halfway. You must drop everything, right? If this not gelling well with them, you must drop it. Them not come meet you halfway. You must drop it and do without it. No. So you have to avoid compromising yourself, like making compromise that are a big part of you. Ricky, man, I had send for you. Man, I had just ask Ricky, Ricky, how could you be missing from this? This is our topic now, man. Somebody bring Ricky up to speed. Type 1 to 5 points in the chat. Let me see if you not learn. Students, are you learning? Tell Ricky the 5 points that he missed. We're talking about things that you should avoid doing in a relationship. Wait. Things that you should avoid doing in a relationship. Yes, both have to agree on what. Yeah. Big up Manayad. Yes. Somebody bring Ricky up to speed. 1 to 5 things so far what you should avoid doing in a relationship. If you want a healthy relationship. I want to see who I learn tonight. Tana, you there from before me start. Bring Ricky up to speed. 1 to 5. Let's go. Me not talk until you bring up Ricky. Well, they need to bring you up to speed. Hold on, Ed. Wanna bring Ricky up to speed, cause look like we never in the class, and no nobody no start type. We not learn. Jada, what time now? 1 to 5 reaching a chat yet? Okay, 1 to 5. Alright, Tana say number 1. Don't run to your friend and tell your friend relationship. After every disagreement you have with your partner, don't run, carry go tell your friend. Number 2, leave family out of your relationship. And Manayard said something beautiful. He said, use your hands to form a 4-handed ring with you and your partner, and everybody else stay out. And that is something I am taking away from the life tonight. Use the 4 on the hand. Use the 2 on the 4 hands to make a ring, and everybody else stay outside of that ring. Yeah, build a 4 ways. Yeah, don't let nobody in. So that was number 2. Watch 3. Jody read no man. Alright. Okay. Oh, 3. So K says 1, no run to friend. 2, no run to family. 3, let the past go. We're talking about negative experiences that you may experience with your partner. One number 4. Okay, you stop at 3. With 4 them, may I read? Don't disregard your partner's feelings and emotion. Big up on yourself. Wanna learn. Yes. Don't disregard your partner's feeling and emotion. And we're at number 5, Ricky. So we're bringing you up to speed now. We're at number 5, and we're saying, while compromise is good, be careful how much you compromise in a relationship. And it cannot be that it's one person making all the compromise to make it work. You understand? It has to be meet me along the way. One person cannot make all the compromise so that the other person fit in. It won't have to give. You understand? Be careful what you compromise. You don't want to compromise, what I would say, things that makes up your personality. Because your personality is you. Your partner have to accept you, right? If your partner wants you to compromise something that makes you you, it means you're in the wrong relationship. Big up yourself, Kamal. Long time we wait for you, man. Yeah, walk on over here. Boy, Kamal, me can't run through. Kamal, scroll. Scroll a little bit and you see what going. Scroll a little bit. You reach, we talk about things where you avoid doing in a relationship, and me know say you always have a lot to say, but so what are some of the things that you think people should avoid doing in order to maintain a healthy relationship where both partners are striving and growing together? You're growing together and you're growing individually. Oh, Cam look like he's a fully active and run guns. Okay, Cam, that work? So, you don't want to hear my number 6 now. So it, oh, all right. Me get it. So, the next one I'm going to say, and guys, you don't have, as I said, these are not researched points. These are observed points. Either I observe it from another relationship or at some point I experienced it. What lies K over here tell? Avoid disrespecting your. Ricky, you run Ghana, the top of the top of the top of the top. That's the very last one on my list. Somebody said it before and I tried not to get into the disrespect, but we're going to talk. It's the last one we're going to talk about. This one is, as I said, you guys, you can disagree, but this is something I strongly believe. While everybody needs space and while space is important, I also think that too much space in a relationship is not good. Space, yes, but avoid leaving too much space in the relationship. What happens to a boat or a ship if there's too many holes? Which very bright student can tell me? What happens if a ship or a boat or a canoe, if them have too much holes, what happen? Me no want no hole in a relationship. I want no holes. So space, but not too much space. Not too much space where the relationship so spacey that somebody can slide in and you don't even know. You have to keep it tight. You have to keep the relationship tight. It will sink. If too much space or too much hole, then at the ship or the boat or the canoe, as Tana said earlier, it's going to sink. Right? Too much space. Guys, we don't even like too much space on the bed. Can I tell you a story? Let me tell you a story. So before I left Jamaica, vice grip settings, yes, K. Me want somebody in the chat to disagree with me about not too much space. Before I left Jamaica, you know, guys, I bought a big, well, Dale and I, we had a small bed, so I upgraded to a big, like California size king bed. You know California king bed big? Yeah. One big level bed we buy. And can I tell you guys, I hated that bed. It's comfy, it's nice, it's big, it's luxurious. I hated that bed. Do you know what? You want to know why I hated that bed? Too much space in the bed. When me roll, me don't feel like nobody else in the bed. The bed is too big. Me did put up big tank in my previous, and no one asked me. Never drown. No. Yeah. Me never like the bed. Too much space there in the bed. So when we left Jamaica and we were getting a bed, me say, me don't want a king bed, you know. Me don't want no king bed. So we went and we got a queen bed. Right? And then we had that one for years. And I loved it because that's one of the things I enjoy. I enjoy when me roll, me lick up and deal. You understand? And the king bed, that allows for too much space. Me don't want no space. Me don't want no ghost come lie down right in the middle. No, me don't want, me not even want ear in the relationship. Yeah. Some of us, we allow too much space. We allow too much space. We don't keep up with partner. And sometimes we're humans, you know, and sometimes the mind run wild. And if you full of space over there, so that allows you to figure out one whole different life when me don't know about. You understand? So avoid leaving too much space. Everybody needs them space, but you want to ensure that it's not so much of a space where somebody can slide in and you don't know about it. Tana said, I forgot you can't read in dialect, Jody. Yeah, it give me a little warm time, man. So just give me the English. Yeah, hold on, let me try get the comments dead. Whew. Anytime you're tired, we can finish your morning, you know. Let me go back in the live chat. Okay. Alright, let me try Tana comments again. Tana says, me did put a big tank in my previous one. She's talking about her previous relationship. She said she put a big tank in her previous one and asked me if we drown. Oh, so you're saying you drown? Yes. Guys, and these are some of the things where people don't pay attention to. You can't have too much space. No. Can't have too much space. Guys, look here. It has to be so tight. Your partner has to be the first person you think about if something is wrong with you. You go work and you have a rough day. That's the one person you must want to go home to. That's the one person you must want to call. That's the one person you must want to talk to. Like, what space? Me don't even want space in the bed, and I'm not telling you any lies. Me don't want space, not even on my bed. Yeah? Don't need any space. So too much space, you want to avoid too much space. And that's number 6, right? We count up or we count down? Because right now, we don't even know. But I know that at the top is disrespect. So we're going to leave that one. We're going to talk about words and disrespect at number 1. So, yeah, we're going to leave that. So what do you guys have to say about this space? Tana, hear their voice. And when Monia, a long time I not hear Monia say something. Manayad, what you say about space? Jovi, what you say about space? Camille, are you still here? What do you think about space? Ricky says, good one. My partner used to go out at night and I allowed him to do whatever he wanted to do most of the time because I didn't want him to feel like I was being controlling, but to use all those space. Then me not telling no man. Me not telling him about the space thing. You gave him space to have a whole new life. You gave him space. That's what space does. You can't have too much space. Right now, in another life, if my partner came to me and said, I need space, I'll tell him, say, okay, you can go. Because space to me means this done, you know. This done. That's what space means. You need to go. There's no space with me. Hey, Bubba, you're late tonight. You know, so me feel like, Bubba, you did need to hear some of these conversations that we're having. Yes, Bubba, me need space in the bed. Because me turn a lot. Well, good for you, Manayad. Me don't want no space. If me turn, me want to lick up in a somebody. Yes, a whole outside relationship. Ricky, you agree with me that too much space is not good? We had 5 years relationship and his outside one was 3 years. Too much space. So, Tana, I hope you're learning that next time. Yeah, you alleviate that space, man. Eliminate that space. Yes, Joe, a lot of space allow people to do all kind of things. Yes. Not even one bed me not give case space. Me back I like her. Me back her like a duck. Alright, so you guys agree with me? Because when I was making notes, I was saying that I'm probably going to find persons that don't agree with what I'm saying. Good night, Macy and Shav. Hey guys. Remember to give the live a thumbs up as soon as you guys come on. Yeah, that's one of the things. When I was making notes, I was saying maybe you guys will not agree with me, but me know what me I talk about. Too much space? No way. Let me hear when my brother say no. I want space, but I'm not giving my partner no. You see, me know say somebody that come with something like this and it has to be Bobo. You want space, but you're not giving your partner space. That means that you want to do what you want to do. So you see, it's obvious that you want the space for the wrong reason. Alright, so most agreeing and Bobo partially agree. I believe in space, but too much space is a problem. Yes. Too much space is the problem. What you want space to do? Huh? What you want space to do? Yeah, everybody say good night to Macy and Shav. Alright, so we can all agree that space is good, but you want to avoid too much space, because that will definitely sink the relationship. Right? Either the boat are going to sink, or somebody are going to just go and take it right over. But you don't want too much space in the relationship. Woo! Yes, man. One second, guys. All right. So the next one, I think all of you would agree with me on this one. Avoid prolonging argument. Jade, auntie gonna buy you a... Wait. Auntie gonna buy you a tech glass for your Christmas. Watch your watch your eyes. Yeah. So you have a Christmas gift on the way for December. Yes, guys. So avoid prolonging arguments. Who does stone the lick now? Who does stone the lick? Avoid prolonging arguments. You make your point, your partner make the point, all right? Come to an agreement, move on. Don't bring the argument longer than where it needs to go, or have it for longer than you need to have it. All right? What do you guys say about that one? Avoid prolonging arguments in the relationship. Arguments, we're humans, and of course, as I said before, we're two different people, two different walks of life. So yeah, we might go meet and we may have low talks and disagreements. But you don't want to keep it going into 2 days, 3 days. You're in the house, you're not talking to your partner not talking to you. First of all, we can't keep malice, guys. We can't keep malice. So you don't want to prolong one argument where it's going to turn into malice. You want to talk about it and move on. You don't want to prolong any arguments, or besides, you don't want to go to your bed upset. Don't go to your bed upset with your partner. Wait. Tana say, this stone clot me. I don't know not. I don't know nothing name finish. So after tonight, I am really hoping that this discussion will really not just stay on the live, like you will take it with you, because these are like really good pointers, like really good ones. Guys, let me tell you something that I do. I will not prolong an argument, you know. See, I'm not just talking about other things. May I talk about me too? Because earlier on, I said that some of these points, I am too guilty of. I cannot argue. I cannot argue. Nash, good night, Nash. I cannot argue. Me can't vex. Me can't vex with deal for nothing, not for too long. Maybe a couple hours at most. And you know the worst thing about if I'm even vexed with Dale? Here what? Dale are my best friend. We have several business together. So even if me want vex, the vex can't go nowhere. Cause if one business transaction come in and me have to talk to him, then me have to talk to him. It's not make no point. And that's one of the things too, guys. Build so much with your partner that even when you guys are having disagreements, you don't just have to talk. So we have so many things, we have so many ties together. We have to communicate daily, we have to communicate thoroughly. You know, we might get into a little disagreement, and at the same time, and sometimes, if we get into a disagreement, I'll be there praying, please don't let a call come in, or please don't make a transaction come in that we have to talk about. And boom, of course it's going to happen because we have other ties together. You understand? So avoid prolonging argument. Now, this is one thing that I do. What I would do is, if the conversation gets heated, I'll stop the conversation. But you see me, if me at one point to make, I could have days after, I have to make a point. Like if there's something that I wanted to say, but I did not get to say because the conversation was heated and I don't want it to turn into a quarrel, right? I will stop. I will stop in that moment, but promise you, couple days down the line, I'm going to let you know. Say you misunderstood me, or that's not what I want to say, or that's not what I was trying to say. I'm going to wait, and it's a good bad practice. It's a good practice in that you're actually waiting until the person calms down before you don't bring up your point while the person is heated, because two fire will go cool the other, right? So I wait until the person is calm and cool before I bring it up. Me talk about the person like on a deal. Me I talk deal. I wait until he's calm and cool before we bring it up. So that's the good part, that you don't try to throw gasoline on fire. However, it's bad in that Dale would have already moved past whatever that discussion was, and then now me bring it back up because I was not finished. You see what I'm saying? So it's good that you wait until the person calms down, but it's bad because the person may have already been past it and just don't want to deal with it anymore. But I am not finished, so me have to finish. Right? So avoid prolonging arguments. Um, so let me go all the way back up. Jade, let me see much left. No man, me not reach nowhere in a Jade head. Miss, wait. Da 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 da. Oh, Jovi was saying, let's be honest, guys. Everyone needs space sometimes. What are you talking about, Jovi? Yeah, we say space, but we don't want to give too much space, because that's when, all sort of problems come in. Everybody was saying good night to Macy and Shav. Ricky said, so Jody, tell the class what too much space. Oh, what is too much space? So we're going to go back to the space for a little bit. Too much space for me is your partner constantly goes out. I'm not talking about work or anything like that. Constantly goes out. You don't know where they're going. If you even try to contact them, you not get them on the phone.
You text them, you now get them, then come in whenever. They go in and out whenever. Or both of you are home and they constantly they run on one corner, run on one part, and they're just glued to their phone. That's too much space for me too. What else is too much space? Basically, your partner just leaving unannounced. You don't know where they're gone. You don't know anything, and you're unable to contact them. That's too much space for me. That means say something is sliding in between. Me don't want that. All right. So that was just going back to the too much space based on Ricky's comment, because me read the comment them too late. Going back up. Let me see over there. Okay. Alright. Okay, Tana was saying about prolonging argument. Tana said she don't know when you finish. Ricky said you're talking facts. Sometimes you got to agree to disagree. Monia said me love say it's okay. I don't know what was referring to. Nash and Dre said good night, Nash. Tana says when I'm pissed, best to leave me alone until I cool off, but I'm not a malice person. We can curse now, and good as I'm finished though. Okay. Welcome everyone that's joined. Cam says me and Kay used to vex for days in the past. No ideas are just for minutes, no more, and you know we make it up later on properly. All right, come. I bet that's a great makeup. Yeah, I bet you guys love those arguments and those vexations. Yeah. Where is Crystal and family tonight? Yeah, I do understand that not every Tuesday everybody will jump on, so I do appreciate who take the time out to be here. Manaya is agreeing with you, Kamal, that vex and then make a proper makeup. That's good. Tanai said, yeah man, I have to finish my point even if it's 10 days. Even if it's 10 days after. And it's good that you get it out of your system, because I hate feeling unfinished. Me and you talk about something and me never get to finish, and it come like it just scratch me kin. And I just need to finish. I have to finish. But you know, you don't want to prolong arguments, especially when somebody's like heated. If your partner is heated, just stop. Can you imagine it when we just go neck and neck? Somebody have to bow out and just wait. Somebody have to bow out of the conversation. You know what I always say to myself? Can you imagine if you and your partner get into an argument and then leave the house vexed, and it won't vex, and next thing you get one call say the partner meeting on an accident or something like that? That's always something to think about, guys. It has happened to people. You know, it is very much possible. So you don't want to do that. Try and leave the room, you know, on good terms. No vexation. And prolonging argument on a whole, it's just not healthy for relationships. So you don't want a prolonged argument. Guys, as I said before, it is so good when you and your partner get along nicely. You know, there's no such thing as perfect, you know, but it can be perfect for both of you. You get along nicely, right? It's so much better than get up every day and argue and fight, and that don't make no sense. If you get up and argue and fight with your partner every day, you're in the wrong relationship, and that's okay. You just need to find where you need to go and leave that alone. All right? So we can all agree that we need to avoid prolonging arguments. And if I can be honest, this is one woman style. This is a female style. Females, they don't let go nothing. Right? Who agree that a woman them style this? A female style this? Yeah. Men, most men, they'll say what they have to say and then done. Woman not have no bottom. Are you that Nash? Nash, if you, I hope you go back and watch the live, especially for young persons. I think this is good to hear. You know, some very good nuggets over here tonight to learn, to be prepared for your future husband. These are some things that you need to avoid doing in your relationship. Yeah, man, the woman didn't know like nothing. Women, we no let go nothing, man. We want to cross every T and we want to dot every I. And if we did leave off something, best believe we are come back. Because that's just our nature. The man them a take over now. You know, say true too. But them man they have some questions to answer. The man they have some things to answer. But that's a true too. My wife. Nikita, we need your wife over here. Every week you come. Good nuggets over here for your wife. Go make your wife subscribe. My wife tried to catch me to argue this no. But as she stopped me outside. You know what I find funny? When I see on social media, there's quite a few of them. There's one where the man is using a scissors to cut the grass because his wife says, you know, when you finish cutting the grass, we need to talk. Men will do anything to avoid what seems to be a confrontation or an argument or anything like that. Nikita, go for your wife. Yeah. Nikita said days now your wife will try to argue with him. And every time you just go outside. That wouldn't stop me, you know, come outside with you. If you say outside, me say outside like when Corona did just let up and we say outside. Yeah. Because we gotta finish that conversation. And why you don't want to have that conversation with your wife? Why you're running? You have to make men, you have to make the woman them talk their mind sometime. Just make we talk and then, you know, we can move on. But when a problem, when you know, make we talk about it. Make we get it off our chest, cause it's a bad way. You understand? Yes. Make we get it off our chest. Hey, if we follow the live here, you know, I'm gonna finish Jade here tonight. I may not even know which number me there, you know. I not even know which number me there. Woman just need to vent. Yes, man. Sometimes we just need to vent. And we need China. Sometimes we can't even help ourselves. And sometimes, you know, I feel with time and we just miserable and everything is just a problem for them a couple of days there. Yeah. So we just have to deal with the floor and say, alright, mama. Vent. Talk what you need to talk. Yes, it's true. Sometimes you just have to make them vent, Nash. Yeah, and just understand. Any man that really understand females will know that sometimes, you know, you just have to make a vent. She back at you 100. Of course. Of course. Go have the conversation, man. Whatever is bothering her, she will not be happy until she gets it out. So make she get it out. Okay, Dale is awake. Quiet treatment goes off away. Listen, Dale talk about quiet treatment. I never see someone me hate so. No. When me a vent, me don't want you stand up and look for me either. I want you to reply in understanding. Show me say you understand what me I say. Me go stop run tonight. Go on in, go sit down and talk, man. Me glad you company live tonight. Sit down and talk. If you not have nothing to say, listen and nod in agreement. Everything she say, you agree and say yes. That is true. Yes. You are correct. Yes. I'm going to change that. Yes. I'm going to do better. That's what you must do tonight. Me I go call you and make sure say you do it. Everything she said, yes. And tell me if that no work. But Nikita, you don't like peace, you know, you like problems. You never like peace from the day me know you. You like problems. Just say yes. Yeah, because once she get it out, she go, alright. I mean, not tell if you lie, no. I tell her if you actually believe in what you have said. Yes. Anything she have a problem with, fix it. Yeah. Yo, men love make it look like women complicated. We're not complicated, you know, it's quite simple. Listen to it, give it what we want, when we want it, and agree with we. It's simple. Me believe you lick your head at me. Nikita said me lick my head. And you lick your head. Oh God. I you lick your head. But you believe say me lick your head. What me there now? Me not even know me there. Let me just move to the, since we're talking about prolonging argument, me could just go in at the disrespecting. Now guys, I want you to listen this up very, very keenly. You see, the disrespecting in our relationship is a hell no. And let me talk about the disrespect where you guys are having an argument, right? And it look like while you not have one argument, you forget say, you in our relationship. You can't tell your partner any dirty word you feel come to your mouth. Because you know something about words? Once it leave your mouth, they can't take it back. And for me, once you say certain things to me, like if we're in an argument and if you ever say certain things to me, like there's no coming back from that. There is absolutely no coming back from that. So be careful what you say to your partner when you're heated in an argument. And that's why I said to you that if you guys are in an argument and it gets too heated, somebody needs to bow out and make it calm down and then pick it up back another time. Because once you disrespect your partner, how can your partner look at you the same if you are going to look pan her and tell her which part pan her stink from which part pan her dirty from, you know, you can't look at your partner and tell your partner that. How do you get back? How do you grow from that? How do you move on from a situation like that? You have to be careful what you're saying to your partner. And I know, you know, some relationship, every relationship different. But for me no cuss bad word. So me and you can't in an argument. That's not the type of relationship we have. Me and you can't in an argument and then you're going to tell me bad word. For me, that's the worst thing you can do. Because guess what? That's not a language that we use on a daily basis. You understand? So if you're going to introduce it in an argument, I find it very disrespectful. So even when you're having disagreement with your partner, avoid saying certain things. Avoid being disrespectful, because once you say it, you cannot take it back. You understand? So no matter how you vex, no tell your partner which part of them mother them if you go suck. You can't do that. And your partner that, you know, and when you don't argue, you know, it won't go ask come and say, make it right, fix things. So you have to be careful what you say in the heat of the moment. You understand? You can't make sure an argument, you have to disrespect your partner or find the meanest thing to say to your partner, because in that moment you want to to make your partner feel bad and low because you want to win the argument. And in a relationship, it shouldn't be about winning no argument. You understand? It should be, if you have a point to get across, you get your point across. You can't want to win argument. Dana, and number 7? Because me think this is my number 1, you know. Yeah, so be careful what you say in a relationship or when you're in a heated argument, because once you say it, you can't take it back. So that's one form of disrespect. When you use your mouth to tell your partners things to hurt. Oh, she get tired now, Jade. The other form of disrespect is anything that goes against your relationship morals and values. You know, that's disrespectful too. You can't have people around that look at your partner like idiot. Me soon come up to the chat. Me come up to the chat shortly. You can't make people that road look at your partner like idiot. You understand? You have to show respect your partner in front of them and behind of them. Right? Respect is very important, so let me see what I'm going to say. So the chat on your ride and whistle. Alright. Let me go up. Alright, so Nash said which is right. Oh, me did go this already. So Nikita is agreeing with me about the disrespect. You can't disrespect your partner. Once you say certain things, you just can't take it back. Can't take it back. Once you come out of your mouth, it's done. Tana was saying, I love number 7. Nash says, red flag right there. Yeah, man, disrespect is a red flag. If you allow your partner to disrespect and you stay with your partner, that means that you don't respect yourself. You understand? And once you allow it one time and then get where, you know, that not stop. Alright, women don't get over hot words. Yeah. But you know what, Monia? Women don't get over hot words, but women love to tell men hot words. You know? Women love to tell men things to hurt them, but they don't want to hear it back. You know? Respect goes a far way, but if you don't respect the female in your family, there's no way you will respect your partner and vice versa, right? So, basically, Santana is saying, respect goes and comes from a far way. You have to show respect. And we're not just talking about females, we're talking for the man them too. You want to respect the persons in your family, the male and females in your family, so that you can better respect your partner. But you know what too, guys? You have to respect yourself. That's the first thing. You have to respect yourself first. Because if you don't respect yourself, how are you going to respect somebody? And that may sound very cliche, but it's true. If you don't have no respect, no moral, no values, anything goes for yourself, then you can't respect nobody. You can't respect nobody, you know. You have to respect yourself first. Where Dale gone? Dale gone? And I'm very high on respect, because I can't be disrespectful even if I try. I don't disrespect nobody at all. I can't be disrespectful. I respect myself too much for disrespect people. Some things you'll never hear me say. Some words will never come out of my mouth. Right, Santana? Don't get physical and think before you speak. Make people around laugh at you. Yes, man. Some of them make people around laugh after you. When you did your muggle and things, say you nice. People are laugh after you. Yes, obviously me jump over some minutes because Santana said me that's 7. But me think that was my last one. I have to check back my book. Yeah, but me I come up on me 2 hour now anyway. Yeah, I value respect. Yes, Nikita, I'm happy to hear that. You have to respect, man. You have to respect. So when we finish tonight, you have to talk to you have to stop run and stop go outside. And you have to start showing respect by sitting and listening. And work on what you need to work on and fix what you need to fix. Right? Right. That's how you're gonna fix it. Correct, Jody, yeah. If you tell me hurtful words, I am going to remind you that it's me, same one. Okay. The same. Okay. Okay. I want to read Monia comment. Make PG9. I want to read Monia comment there for me. But it's true, Monia. Sometimes they want to disrespect you and then for your face, same one they want to come look up in and that. Like, why me don't know? Me don't know how some things even work. Because me just can't do that. Yes, guys. Santana. That for me, last one. So is there any, I'm sure in the comments, anybody have any to add to my list? Those are some of the key things that I would tell anybody to avoid in your relationship or boat or canoe if you want a healthy relationship. And just to add, sometimes on social media, on TikTok or wherever, you hear people say, oh, they can't be friends with their partner. That's foolishness. What do you mean you can't be friends with your partner? What does that even mean? What do you mean you can't? Why are you supposed to be friends with? First of all, you have to be friends with your partner, and this is why. What are you going to, outside of the intimacy, right? What are you guys going to talk about? If you guys are not friends, what are you going to talk about? When the intimate time done, what are you going to talk about? You have to be friends. You have to develop a friendship. You have to develop a friendship that sometimes when you're having relationship issues, right? And here's something that I would love for you guys to try. Be friends with your partner. Sometimes when you're having relationship issues, if you're unable to talk to each other like partners, talk to each other as like friends. Sometimes I would go to Dale and say, can I talk to Dale, my friend? You know, like if me have relationship issues, me go to Dale, my friend. Sometimes you talk to your partner as friends, like, and go in the third person. Sometimes we go in the third person. These are good little ways to discuss things, and it kind of take the tension off, it kind of take the pressure off. You have to be friends. I can, to this day, and I'm just using myself as example because Dale is my friend. To this day, if Dale leave the house, me and Dale live on the phone, and believe you me, we can talk we live together, and if we're apart, we can talk to each other for the whole day because we are friends. We are big friend. So listening to people but you can't be friends with your partner, that's foolishness. You must be friends outside of the relationship. You guys have to be friends. You know, and it makes the communication better. It makes the relationship stronger. Right? You have to be friends with your partner. Right? So that anything. This is your go-to person. This is my number one go-to person. If me feel pain, if me feel pain in my sleep, me call out Dale name before me wake up. Mm? If I'm feeling pain, me call him before me even wake up. Like, you have to be friends with your partner, man. Your partner have to be your number one go-to. Like, this is your person. Like, outside of, put aside relationship or marriage or whatever, you guys have to be friends. Like, friends. And over the years, the friendship just build up and develop more and more. Tana is agreeing with me. Ricky says, friends before me get married. Yes, man, don't have to be friends. Not to make this fun, but reminds me of split personality. The way you explain it. Yes, of course, sometimes I have to talk to you. Like, if we don't have any, yeah, she got school tomorrow, but we're having snowstorm now. So I think school will be delayed a little bit, so she'll be able to sleep in. Yeah, you don't have to be friend, man. You don't have to be big friend. Me not talking little friend, you know. You don't have to be big friend. Sometimes we don't have one problem, man. You don't go talk. Go talk to each other like friend. You know, borrow your friend sometime. Serious thing, it works. It works. Yeah, it works, man. So that's another good point, guys. Be friends with your partner. At what time now? 10:34? Late with you, Ricky. But Jade usually go to bed late. Anyway. And I'm getting there. Let me turn on, see? I'm getting there. Hmm? Jesus Christ, Jade, at 11 o'clock at night, no. Alright, let me play on this one and give a break. Alright, guys, me need I need to go hurry up and do Jade here. And any final points before I go? Anybody want to add to anything before we go? Ricky, Nikito, Tana, Monia, everybody, thank you for coming on. Look like K drop asleep. Nash, thank you for coming on. Everybody big up on yourself, man. Yes, great points. And as I said, guys, these are not Google points. I don't know if I see anything Google say. These are my points based on personal experiences or based on you know, what I see through my friends' experiences. Yeah. So these are relatable, good, real life things. I don't know, make up nothing. So what I would like you guys to do is even after the live finish tonight, watch it over and try and implement some of these in your relationships if you want nice healthy relationship. And as I said before, nothing is better than when you and your partner are living in peaceful harmony and you're growing personally, you're growing as a couple. We don't just a grow. We don't just a grow, I want to just a glow. All right, these are some good things to note. Be your partner's friend. Be your partner's peace. All right, be your partner's peace. And that's how I'm going to leave you guys tonight. Thank you for joining. I'm going to finish Jade's here so that you can go to school. Good night. Bye.